Just a mic check real quick. Can everybody hear me? Mic check. Can everybody hear me? Okay, thank you. What? Aha.
I'm just going to email the GAL real quick. Responded, I'm going to send him the link. Okay. Hey Ray, it's Elaine.
Hello.
Sorry about that. All right, let's get started. So my name's Elaine. I'm the facilitator for today's meeting. We're having what's called a family team meeting. So we'll get updates on how the children are doing, on how Kevin's doing, any services for the family we'll get updates on. Talk about what's going well, and if there's worries or concerns, we'll try and address those. I'll type up a summary of what I said. I'll send an electronic copy to Gwen. She can get that to you guys for your records if you would like. Also just documenting who participated in today's meeting. However, it doesn't mean you agree with everything that is said or decided. Some group agreements that we have is we'll stay focused on the purpose of the meeting, treat everyone with respect, and speak one person at a time. I think Gwen got off. Let me message her. Sorry, give me just a second. I don't know if she's having technical difficulties. When she gets back on, we'll do it. There she is. She's getting back on. So we'll do formal group introductions, just so everybody knows who's on here for today and the role that they play. And Annie, if you can start us off with introducing yourself, please.
My name's Annie Jabe. I'm a permanency supervisor at the department. I'm covering for Gwen's supervisor.
Okay. And Gwen, if you can introduce yourself, please.
My name's Gwen Altupier. I'm the caseworker.
And John, if you can introduce yourself, please.
I'm John Needfeld. I'm a visitation caseworker for the Family Support and Visitation Center and supervise Kevin's and the girls' visits.
Okay. And Kevin, if you can introduce yourself, please.
My name is Kevin.
You're on mute.
Sorry, derp. My name is Kevin. I'm the dad.
Perfect. Thank you. And Amy, if you can introduce yourself, please.
Amy Greiner. I'm Kevin's attorney.
Perfect. And Linda, if you can introduce yourself, please.
Linda Goff. I'm an assistant county attorney, not the one assigned to the case, but I'm the lead attorney if the other attorney's not available.
Okay. And Ray, if you can introduce yourself, please.
Ray Valenzuela, guardian ad litem for the children.
Perfect. And just so you guys know that the number on there is me. I have to call in because my internet when I go into these rooms is not great. So let's get started. Gwen, is it okay if we get started with updates on how the girls are doing? Is that okay with you?
Yes. Yeah.
Kevin, can you start us off? And I know you're having visits right now, but just wondering how you think Olivia and Sophia have been doing and are doing.
In regards to what?
Just, do you think that they're doing well in your visits? Do you think that do you have any worries or concerns? Do you think that they're well dressed, well fed, any of those things?
My children are. This is very everything. Their state right now, I feel like the visits are going well. Everything is mild annoyances. They're not actual issues, other than the big things that are going on over there that I have already sent to some of the people in this group.
Okay. I appreciate that. Okay. Gwen, any updates on Olivia or Sophia that you'd like to give?
I saw them obviously the last couple months, but last month when I went to go see them, they were feeling under the weather and sick, so we just talked outside, and but they were doing well, and they had just had are going to be having a picnic at school, so they were doing well, and I'll be seeing them next week.
Okay. And Ray, I don't know if you've had a chance to meet the girls, if you have any updates that you'd like to give on them.
No updates. I did have a chance to meet with them once, just to introduce myself. I will be meeting with them again tomorrow. So, but at this time, no concerns.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Kevin, with your visits, can you tell me, do those happen on certain days and times? If you could give those to me.
Tuesday from 5:45 to 6:45, and Thursday from 4:30 to 5:30.
Okay. All right. And you said just a little bit ago that visits are going well. Anything else that you'd like to add to how your visits are going?
How they're going? Yeah, I need more of them.
Okay.
And bigger visits too. The short amount of time, there's so much to do. We only get 2 hours a week to talk to each other. We have to get every single piece of information, everything we talk about, plus check on their day, see how they're doing. Check on them physically to see how they're doing. I had to trim their toenails one time because their toenails were outrageously long. I need more time. Their visits are 1 hour and they're super rushed. And I realized that this is probably not even the people I can talk to about that, but I'm going to keep saying it every single time I get asked any question that's going to come out, you know?
This is the right time to bring that up.
Okay, more visits, lots of them. This is outrageous. I spend my days working on my computer and waiting. I spend my time either preparing for court or waiting to see my children next, or preparing for their visit, getting them their snacks ready, getting their activities ready, the things that we're going to do. That is my life. I live and breathe this entire case. And I've been doing this. You guys, everybody here except Amy is a newcomer to the party. This is a years-old case that we have been fighting this whole time. And you guys just got here. Amy and I have been doing this for years. It's tough. And nothing has changed since the day that I told my ex-wife that I was going to get a lawyer. If she tried to restrict my time with my kids, I would get a lawyer. She did. I got a lawyer. That was in 2020. 2 years later, here we are, and we're going to keep going. There's nothing. And I am spending everything I have emotionally, all my money, everything that I have been doing this for years. And finally, when this goes into a court and I get to stand in front of a jury, oh, I can't wait. I get to show you everything, and I'm so thrilled. I can't wait. And a few people that I don't see here are going to be real embarrassed. So, let's do it. That's what I think. Sorry, go ahead. Wasn't even really relevant to the question, I don't think. Man, I got a lot to say, and there's not a lot of opportunity to say it. I get a lot of radio silence, and so it's a lot of silence, and I just have to hold what I got. So when I finally get a chance to talk to the people that I want to hear me talk, everything comes out. So go ahead. What's next?
Sure. No, it's your family team meeting, Kevin. Okay. John, can I get an update from you on how you think visits are going between Kevin and his daughters?
It's like Kevin said, they're pretty full and pretty busy. He always comes well prepared for them. They eat during the visit and read. It seems like a lot of things that they were probably doing with Dad when he was at home, or when they were seeing him at home. Anyway, the girls seem to enjoy seeing him. They do a lot of cuddling on the couch when they're reading. He brings some of their favorite stuffed animals. The girls have a phone that I assume that he's always had, and lets him look at texts from other relatives and that sort of thing. They are generally positive. The girls do ask questions of Kevin about, what, when, where, and how, and Kevin's very appropriate in how he answers them. He doesn't make promises that he can't keep, and he tries to keep the adult stuff among the adults as much as possible. So I think overall they go okay. I think Kevin has always had probably a lot of structure with the girls and routines and how they did things. And that's kind of evident during the visit, like, like you got to eat the sandwich first before the grapes and stuff like that. And they respond okay to that. There's not been any problems.
Perfect, thank you. Anybody have any questions for John about Kevin's visits at all?
So this is Ray. John, in terms of expanding visits, what would your thoughts, recommendations be?
Well, I've only known these guys for about coming on 2 months. But if we've got room on the schedule and can be done, I don't see why we shouldn't.
Okay. All right. And Kevin, we will go back to that. I just want to see if there's any services that you're currently participating in for yourself. Like, I don't know, that might look like individual therapy or something different. Anything like that for you?
Oh, yes. I've been taking care of my mental health for years and seeing medical professionals for years, and that has not changed. So I have an appointment,
Okay.
let's see, a week from yesterday, I think. So I do everything that I have always done, so this is life, business as usual.
Can you explain that a little bit more to me? Does that look like individual therapy, or
it means I
does that look
follow
different
my
for you?
I follow my medical professionals' advice and care for the same thing that I've been doing for years. This is not new, and regardless of what happens anywhere, I still have to take care of that, and I have been, and I'm going to continue with it. This all actually plays no bearing on it.
But you do go to therapy. That's what they're asking.
Yes. I go to therapy. In fact,
Okay.
I go to therapy as often. In fact, my therapist knows what's going on, and he squeezed me. I have more appointments than anybody, and I get in every other week. Nobody else gets
He
that.
also has medication. Yes.
My
Yeah,
medications.
He gets his medication managed as well. There's nurse practitioner, psychiatrist, right?
You mean as far as medications?
Or nurse practitioner.
Um,
I'm just trying to find out like who you're seeing and
so
all that.
I have two people. I have a therapist who treats me, and I have a prescribing doctor who prescribes all my medications. And most of those medications are leftovers from 2018 or 2019 when I started them. So the psychiatrist left her practice, and my medical doctor, because they weren't real serious medications, my doctor could just continue my regular general healthcare doctor can just prescribe my psych meds, you know what I mean? But like, here's your Zoloft or whatever, here's all your stuff. And so basically everything's continued off from psychiatrists from years ago.
Right. So you're regularly seeing both of them.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I'm sorry, no.
Yes. Okay.
The medicating doctor, I actually don't see him. We talk, we correspond. In fact, I just sent him a message. We correspond, but I don't go in to see him. Everything's on kind of autopilot because there's no need to, and he doesn't need to see me to refill these. Basically, there's no reason to go in, so I see him exactly as much as I need to.
If he needed you to come in, you're following his recommendations.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's all. They're just trying to figure out what you're doing.
Yes, I'm in care.
I just want to give you, Evan, whatever you're doing, I just want to give you credit for. So if you're doing, taking care of your mental health and you're going to appointments and things, I just want to document that and give you credit for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Okay? Okay. Anything else that you're participating in?
As far as mental health care?
Anything. I don't know what's been asked of you or not. I'm just asking in general if there's anything else here.
I don't think he's been ordered or asked to do anything else.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. And Gwen, I don't know if there's been any referrals made or anything like that. I don't know where you guys are exactly at, but anything else the department's expectation is for Kevin?
So he does have a treatment plan, but we're having a facilitation regarding his adjudication and treatment plan this month. So nothing on the treatment plan or anything like that, or referrals has been submitted or completed.
Okay. And there's a facilitation scheduled, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kevin, anything else regarding visits or services you're participating in that you wanted to talk about?
I don't. Everything else I want to talk about, I don't think falls into that category. So, no.
Okay. All right. When is this? Can I go back to the expanding dad's visits? Can we talk about that now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, Kevin, it sounds like you want. Tell me if you want longer visits or more frequent visits. So, like more days or longer time.
Probably more frequent. Yes, both. I'm sorry, I thought that was an either or. Yes, both. Absolutely, as much as I can possibly get. If I can only pick one, man, those 5 days without seeing my kids are really, like, that is the longest 5 days of my life. And every week is so hard to get through. Like, man, it is just tough. So, Stephanie offered me a visitation deal earlier in this whole process, way earlier, before you guys were even